Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's stream. Let's dive right into it with some questions you asked on the Discord channel. First off, we're going to take a look at FTT. Okay, so starting on the daily chart here, we do have ourselves a very long-term upward trend. The thing we're going to be looking for here is compression on the lower time frames with a matching upward expansion, see if it translates to trend continuation. So one thing I am interested in here is there's a tiny bit of volatility overhead that might snap down this trend at around 14164. If we pop over to the 4-hour chart, we have a very nice signal of full, complete expansion to the upside, which is an excellent signal for trend continuation. I would suggest a target as to what I stated on the daily chart. So really clean, really simple. I like the way this looks right now. We're going to get a nice volatility pop to the upside, which might result in longer-term trend continuation with this breaking over the local high. This is a very interesting chart. It should play out very well. Popping down to the 1-hour chart, we are going to define ourselves an expansion here on the 3D Wave PM, which we can then define as a trend pivot. If you would like this to test back down to the trend pivot, which is currently defined as the 1.25 standard deviation of the 300 period, you can totally wait for that. So very, very high volume expansion. This is looking like a good volatility pop to the upside. It's a great chart. Next up, let's take a look at Matic. Daily chart is registering as full compression here on the daily, so very, very clean. Implies expansion. But there's no implied direction at this time. So you want to wait for this 14 period on the wave PM to cross up above that 0.7 value. 4-hour chart. Messy and not clean. Yep, I'm just going to say we got to wait for that expansion to happen. Next up, we will be taking a look at Atom. Daily chart does imply expansion, very clean to the upside. 4-hour chart, do we have ourselves a matching pivot? We do, but it looks like it's already broken, so I would definitely wait. Daily expansion is clean, but the 4-hour expansion is not. So, probably just stick with FTT on this one. Next up, let's take a look at Palladium. Looks like we're still going to be recovering from this high volatility spike. We are not fully compressed after that move. 4-hour chart is incredibly messy. I believe this needs to go sideways for about another month before we would actually see any significant upward movement. Next up, let's take a look at Link. Daily chart. Once again, we are fully compressed. Finally getting around to the period where we should start to see some movement on a lot of coins. 4-hour chart, fully compressed as well. Incredibly interesting. So we are going to want to wait for, again, an expansion, which we might be getting right now. This could be a safe play to get a volatility pop to the upside. This is earlier in the move than FTT, so it might be a safer play. Very interesting. I'm not seeing quite as strong of a breakout at this time, but it might continue to push, and we should get something out of it soon. Next up, let's take a look at 0x. Afraid of All Spices says, can anything be gleaned from low volume pairs like this, even if the TA could yield something interesting shortly? This is a Uniswap pairing. May have to be copy and paste to get it to work. I would stay away from Uniswap coins at this current time. Speaking of Uniswap coins, slow bleed on Unibright, unfortunately. I do like this project. It's been a minute since I checked up on it. I could see 100x return. Who knows? Could be fun. 2,000% return. Who knows? Could be fun. Yeah, don't follow that TA at its current time. Next up, Bitcoin. Let's take a look. So what do I think about this current move on Bitcoin? We're swing low here at 19,770, right at the CLCP, very clean. I recommend taking a long on Bitcoin right now, okay? Last live stream, we suggested the following. Any downward expansion that we would see that's significant would be rejected because the higher time frames have volatility overhead. We have seen that stop right there on our pivot. This is an excellent opportunity to buy Bitcoin with a target of around 23,600 to 24,300. Of course, if you just want to buy in here and set a stop loss below local low and just expect trend continuation on the upside, that's also a possibility. If you stop out, you stop out. But, you know, it's 50 to 1. It's a good trade. Let's check out Ethereum as one last chart. Wow, quite the upward move here. This does look like it's seeing a tapered mean inversion, which has completed. New expansion to the upside. Interesting. Yeah, if you want to try to take this pair as well, I do think the daily needs to compress a bit. But you should probably just stick with Bitcoin as far as longs go, and maybe FTT as well. All right? It has been a pleasure. I will talk to you all within the week. Have a good one.